are talking about, well, he's got his ring. Does that put him in Hall of Fame consideration? And I stand abjectly with Nick Wright and Richard Sherman, at least at this moment, right? Where, like, Richard tweeted out, like, what's the fucking yardstick, right? The metric that we're using here, because he has one Pro Bowl, one Super Bowl victory that came without an MVP. And that's it, So it's an unfortunate, just like, because there have been some, like I said, I think it's more Detroit's fault than it is Matt Stafford's fault, but they did also have some good crews. It's not like he never had anybody playing around him. And he, he had the most interceptions this year, right? He's got no All-Pros. He has no MVPs. He has never led the league in touchdown passes. He's never led the league in completion percentage or the fewest interceptions or anything like that. Like, and he's been in, it's more than 10. I think this is his 13th season. So I don't know, for me, it's like, it's a resolute no, in the same way that Eli Manning is a resolute no. Like, just because you have a couple of rings doesn't put you in the fucking, And so I was watching Nick Wright and Broussard, and I want to say Kevin Wildes, but he's really just there for funsies, and I can appreciate that. He's a hilarious guy. But Broussard was like he's a good quarterback. And it's like, yep, this is the Hall of Fame that we're talking about. You know who's not in the Hall of Fame? Again, credit to Nick Wright. He put this list together, but I will second it. Patrick Willis, DeMarcus Ware, Andre Johnson, Torrey Holt, Devin Hester. Some of the best to ever do their thing. Like Devin Hester literally is the greatest returner of all time. And he's not in, He got, I don't want to say snubbed necessarily. If he goes, 3+ years longer without getting in, definitely call it a snub. But DeMarcus Ware, he was an unbelievable talent on the defensive line. He was unbelievable. I don't know if necessarily he technically goes down as like a linebacker or, I feel like they've come up with that, whatever. Andre Johnson outright made quarterbacks look good around him. He made Matt Schaub look good some games, dude. Like, I'm just saying, like, Matt Schaub, I got nothing against the guy, but he was not a good quarterback. Fucking Torrey Holt, just a great, again, Devin had the greatest is not in there. So, whatever, not that I'm losing sleep that people are saying, like, oh, this put Matt Stafford in the Hall of Fame, because he's a good quarterback, but it's, like, nobody puts him, rightfully so, in that conversation of, like, who are the great, just playing right now, who are the greatest right now?